Welcome to a fabulous and furry, there we go, edition of Good Dawning. My name is Mr. Floyd, and yeah, awesome way to start the day, hanging out in the truth wave there. Let's do a couple of things. We'll put this on subscriber mode first, and there we go. All right, so we're on subscriber mode, and let's change the chat filter here. All right, there we go. Now I can see what you guys are doing here. All right, so good dawning, everyone. Welcome to a Thursday episode of Good Dawning here, and yeah, tonight or today actually, after this show at the top of the hour will be Krista with her daily energetic clearing. So check that out at Blindly Inspired. And then after Blindly Inspired, I will actually be live again at 11 a.m. my time, which would be 1 o'clock Eastern time, or noon would be Victor's time. And the link does work, Victor. I got it all linked up to the channel and everything. So it's in the live there. I will be live on the round table again. So and the nights there, we will... I don't know. So I don't know what the discussion is. I'm just grateful to be invited. And so, yeah, check that out. It'll be live. It's pinned or it's on the live links there. So at 11 a.m., you just come. You can go to Victor's channel too, or Darren's. Either, or. And yeah, so all right. So today we're going to play with knives. We have a spider cone knife here. Yeah, so we're turning this into a knife now. But if you want a knife, get a spider cone. All right. So what do we have here? We have a box. This box is from Chloe's Crystals. This is a Chloe's Crystals box, which we are going to do an unboxing on. We'll give everybody a few minutes to compile in here. And so we'll work with the cards first. Then we will do an unboxing of Chloe's Crystals. And let's see here if... And speaking of Chloe's Crystals, we just got a huge donation. And since they're public on the actual GoFundMe there, Beatrice donated $100 favor. And God bless, Beatrice, if you're watching. God bless. I'll be at the store tomorrow if you want to swing by and say hi. But nonetheless, if you're still in Longmont in the area. But yeah, so we are literally 100 and change away. We're like 2/3 of the way to filling the GoFundMe for Suzette. So keep that in mind. There we go. Let's see if we can get back to the chat here. So extra tickles for you. Tickle pickles? What are you guys doing there? All right. So yeah, so we are really that close. And as a matter of fact, I may extend it just the additional 200 so we can get her LLC done too, out of the state of Wyoming. If you ever want to do an LLC for a business, do not use any other state than Wyoming, as it is a tax sheltered state. So there you go. But so yeah, so we'll give it another minute or two here. We'll break open the box. But let's use the cards first here and see what we get for today. But yeah, thank you all who have been donating to the GoFundMe for Chloe there. She's that close to chloescrystals.com. I venture to say by May, May or June, it'll be live. And in action there. Grace, good dawning. So all of you guys who have donated, Lucky and Grace, and everybody who has put any sort of energy in, thank you. All right. These have been shuffled. Posted a fabulous discussion yesterday on my channel. Also, watch it, your laser. Dr. Gail, Skywalking with Moon and Dragonfly Crystal, who teaches many courses. Yeah, it was a really good, actually, that was a really good live. And it's kind of basic, but it's not. And so it's a good overview, really, of spiritual and the clairs and the sentience and all that. All right, so let's see what we got with the cards. This is the Mind Info Oracle cards. We're also going to work today with the Labradorite. This we've never used this. I got it from Chloe in the last shipment. And so as you can see, it's flashy as all heck. And so we're going to use the Labradorite point to bring some magic into our universe today. And yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday. All right, so today's cards are the Mind Info Oracle cards. Just the generic. They're not bad cards for like $8, $10. They're not bad at all. So yeah, if you need an inexpensive deck, I'd wait till one of Kyle Gray's decks go on sale But if you need an inexpensive deck, like in the immediate on Amazon, these things are great. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3. We'll cut the cards. Better than cutting the mustard, right? All right, take the bottom card as today's energetic, and the top 3, 1, 2, and 3. Lindsay and Sloth. I love it. Of course, every time I think of Sloth, I think of here what's Goonies, right? Remember Sloth in Goonies there? It's all right. You're gonna live with me now, man. Baby Ruth. All right, so yeah, take your Baby Ruth there. All right, fresh start. Lord knows this is perfect, right? Fresh start. We couldn't use a better card, right? You are beginning the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life. Open up fully to the gifts that have been given. So a fresh start. And she's fresh, exciting. There you go. So we're gonna take a fresh start today. Change. If it's fresh start, does it not? So, all right. We saw me shuffle these. I've been shuffling these things for like 10 minutes. All right. So change. You're being asked to change part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. So change. What do you need to change? And not loose change, right? Remember that? Go check out the movie Loose Change. You want to see it? Loose Change 2 is even better. But there you go. But nonetheless, change isn't always easy. But letting go of this outdated part of yourself allow you to align with your true self. So like anybody else, if you want a fresh start, you have to change first. And what are you looking to change? Generally, it's what old, as Henny would say, old rusty energies, right? What are the old rusty energies that you need to get some WD-40 and grease out in your universe, right? All right, so expand. Wow, so we're looking for a fresh start. You have to change, but if you change, then you got to expand. I don't make these up. So you're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. So Ross asking, then the endless possibilities come in, which goes back to the miracle cards, which goes back to the reading we did yesterday. We did yesterday as well, trusting in your universe, right? So after staying safe in the no longer working for you. In the no longer is working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. These are a fire read. All right, so we have fresh start. In order to make a fresh start, you must what? Change. Oh, there we go. Get the glare off the light. Change. There we go. And then you must expand. And that's your waistline, right? We were trying to expand, but we are trying to expand, right? All right. That's asking you to step back. You're being asked to step back to gain perspective. This is fire. Because in order to expand, right, in order to create a fresh start, to do something different, you do need to step back into yourself, right, into your universe and see the bigger picture. You can't, if you don't know what you need to change, then you have to step back to see that. Or yes, you could moonwalk backwards there. PG is going to moonwalk backwards. So either way, that works just as well. But walking on the moon right now. All right, so today's ridiculously amazing and very, very aligned cards. Thank you. Sometimes it just universe makes it easy, right? Fresh start. So she's fresh, exciting. She's so inviting to me, right? We only do 80s and 90s references here. Fresh start. All right, change. So it's asking you to change, and not your clothes, right? But to change parts of yourself that are no longer working. So what in your universe is no longer working? Expand. Once you figure out what's no longer working, it's time to expand into what is new. Live in a bigger world. See more. Do more. And then, of course, in order to do any of that, it's asking you have to step back, right? You have to take any business that wants to see where they are has to take an inventory, right? And so same here. Take a step back for a moment into your universe and see the bigger picture, right? And see it. Step back from your life in order to gain perspective, right? So fresh start. So favorite, and that's exactly where my universe is at this moment. No, we're not looking to get rid of good dawning or anything, but a fresh start otherwise, right? Fresh start in abundance in some form or fashion here. A fresh start meeting some new people physically. Fresh start in getting this channeling off the ground. So we're all looking for, what is your fresh start? What are you looking for in your universe to get a fresh start? All right. Get the cards in the box here. All right, so let's do an unboxing here of Chloe's crystals. All right, I don't know if Chloe's here or not, but we are going to do an unboxing of Chloe's crystals. So if you've never purchased from Chloe before, I'm going to show you this side because my address is on it. But on this side here, she packs these extraordinarily well, and it definitely passes the shake test. And the shake test, you don't hear any rattling. Shaken, not stirred, right? So let's open her up. And I honestly forgot what I purchased at this point. And this is not from the last sale. This is from 2 sales ago. I'm generally lagging behind. Last sale, I didn't really buy anything. But all right, I bought. All right, Southern style. What did I get for Members Mark here? Let's see. All right. All right, chicken sandwiches. All right, I am kind of hungry. So, all right. So we bought some. We got Chloe. Thank you for the chicken sandwich. Exactly. No, but perfect box for this though. Actually. So let's see where we want to try to unseal this thing here. All right, there we go. We got to figure out where the seams are on this box. All right. All right, let's see what we got. Voila, we are open. All right, so we have the styrofoam. All right, let's see what. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't even know what I ordered. Whee! All right, so let's see what we got here. Join me in the mystery pile here. All right. So if you get crystals from Chloe, mind you, this is packed so well you could probably slam it against the wall. This is, I mean, I pack crystals too from the crystal shop that I work at, and I pack them well. Do not get me wrong. But Chloe, this is phenomenal. So anything you get from Chloe there, it's extraordinarily well packed. So we got to cut this open here. You got to be careful. Have to cut the crystal, right? All right. So this could take a moment here. Some of these it's like almost hermetically sealed. It's great. But yeah, I've never received anything damaged or anything of the sort. So, all right. Let's get this open here. I can see it. You can get there we go. Whee. Oh, it's the labradorite heart. All right, this thing is stunning. All right, so we have a labradorite heart. You can see the sheen on that. All right, next unboxing. Let's see what we got. Let's go with the big guy, right? This guy. This should be a fluorite. I do remember that. All right, so let's see what we have here. This should be green fluorite. Holy guacamole, Batman! We could use this too. This has a point on it, so we can actually use this. But this is gorgeous. Look at this. All right, so this is the green. There we go. The green fluorite that we ordered from Chloe here, and it is absolutely stunning. And the energetics in this are fire. So, all right, thank you, Chloe. That's ridiculous. All right, no idea. So, question is, will we recognize what it is, or I'll be like, I have no idea. All right. Survey says, oh, it's the amethyst, the elephant. And then we get the elephant in the room. This is gorgeous. Elephant with its trunk up. You could do two things with this. I'm going to put it on my mantle. But you could also put this by your front door, right? If your front door, especially if your front door faces west like mine, you can put an elephant, make sure the trunk is up for good luck and protection. I actually have an elephant head. It's made out of wood on my wall, which since my wall faces west, you can do that. And the elephant, I call him Stompy, right? So Stompy there acts as a protector for my apartment. Keeps his head to the west, and it's good stuff. I don't know how, at least it's facing this. The west is over there, but he's facing inside. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, if you're just joining us, we're doing an unboxing from at Chloe's Crystals. Ooh, I forgot what this is, but anybody can remind me? I'll have to go look at the invoice. Ocean Jasper, I think. Heart. It's gorgeous, and it has... Chloe infuses, FYI, if you get crystals from Chloe, she pre-infuses the energetics into it. I don't totally cleanse these because I know Chloe and I like her energy. I do infuse my own intentions into it, but you will not see me just like go washing off Chloe's because they come with loving energy already. And yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. I have no idea what this is. A mirror. Ah, it's the kit. So there we go. Mirror. So it's the kit. Chloe's kit. All right, let's see what this should be, that kit. And the kit, yes. So this is the kit, guys. If you've been watching, and this will be kind of a cool deal here. I wish Krista was back. If she's in the chat there. This is the kit that Chloe and Krista put together for feng shui, guys. So everything you need in your universe, so to speak. Instructions. This is great, Chloe. This is fire. All right, so check this out, guys. This is what Chloe and Krista have been working on. So I have directions here on where to place the mirror, where to place Chloe. Thank you. This is beyond amazing. Basic feng shui pack. So we've got octagon mirror and nine times clear quartz for balance, 2 rose quartz, 2 mini tourmaline quartz, a faceted hanging crystals, a string of small faceted, and a double tourmaline palm crystal for personal work. All this for $20. And so this is amazing. So I'm going to put the faceted over my mirror in my bedroom. So we have faceted. Oh, this is gorgeous. And we have a hanging crystal as well. We can kind of wrapped up here, but there we go. We have a hanging crystal, faceted crystals, and this is gorgeous. So if you need, I want the feng shui kit. This is really, really amazing here. There's more in here. So let's see what else we got. Oh, this is, okay, so this is the crystals like strung out. So you can put them, I'm gonna put them over my mirror in my bedroom. I've already got 2 faceted crystals above my bathroom pointing up. And then finally we have one more box here. So let's see what, then the mirror for outside, which would be, it's gonna be interesting to try to mount in an apartment, but we'll do that. All right, so let's see what else we got. One more package here. And we want to thank Chloe, who's only 100 and change away now from $420. Believe it or not, she's almost there, guys. If you want to help out, oh, that's the jade bowl. Okay, so I got a jade bowl. Chloe gave me a bunch of field stones that she had tumbled from her. She does her own stone tumbling from her house, and a couple more stones in it. So we have the jade bowl, and then these are field stones from Chloe's. And she tumbles these. And so we keep them in the jade bowl, and I'll put the other ones in there as well to keep her energetics separate. So thank you, Chloe. Thank you guys for watching the unboxing here. But yeah, so chloescrystals.com will be live shortly. And yeah, so thank you all. And this is fire. You've not seen a piece of green fluorite so clear. And I mean, this is a chunk of green fluorite. Now we sell necklaces of green fluorite and just little itty bitty pieces, like yay big and they're like 100 and change. So and this thing is amazing as well. So thank you, Chloe. Chloe's Crystals. She should be live shortly. And again, thank you guys. This was thank you, Chloe. Fire. All right. So let's do a channeling here and see what we've got. Enjoy your stuff and great health. Thank you. Yeah, will we be feng shuiing the apartment and clearing some energies here. And yeah, and of course we've got the elephant for this thing's fire too, for luck and love. All right. And we're still going to work with the labradorite today, but I'm thinking tomorrow, because this thing actually does come to a point, if you can see that. As long as you have a point on your stone, you can use it for energetics. We may use this guy tomorrow. We can even use the hearts. Do not think that if you have a heart and you want to do energetics, it's not a point, mind you, but you are using a heart. As it comes to some sort of tip at the end there. You can utilize that as well. We can utilize that for energetics here. And then this jade bowl is, I was going to get a selenite bowl, but this jade bowl is absolute fire. So yeah, we'll keep Chloe's stones in there. So again, thank you, Chloe. Amazing stuff and just grateful. So yeah, let's see what we've got there, guys. So how are we all doing? How is your universe? All right, let's see here. I envision myself, vision a move myself. Bubble wrap comes in handy. I very much dislike. Yeah, moving is. I'll be grateful though to get out. I mean, I'm grateful for my apartment, but I will be beyond words grateful for a move and time to see something different, be somewhere different, and yeah, I don't know what would be next or where I'd be going, mind you, but definitely Care Bear. Good dawning. You did not get a chance. Care Bear was live just a few days ago, and her year anniversary, I think, was 2 days ago on YouTube. So please do check that. I haven't had the opportunity, but please do check that out and say hello and wish her a happy anniversary for being a year on YouTube. Most channels don't make it a year. Most channels only make a few videos, then they collapse. Most channels do not. We've been on going over a year at this point ourselves, and good dawnings. June 3rd, 11th, 3rd, 4th. Somewhere around there would be good dawnings 1 year anniversary. So we will definitely have a big party for good dawnings 1 year anniversary. We'll get some pumpkin pie. There we go. And celebrate. But yeah, so all right, let's bring in somebody to channel here. I have no idea what we're going to channel. And yeah, and then we'll work with the labradorite here. And ooh, awesome. Care Bear. And I almost want to work with this green fluorite. This thing is, if you were sitting here right here, the banding in this is absolutely stunning. But and the energetics on it are amazing. But all right, apple pie from the orchard, 6 houses down from Mom and I. 6 houses down. Jeez Louise. That's awesome. An orchard. I'm just gonna go walk down to the orchard there and get myself an apple pie. How awesome would that be? So yeah, let's take a deep breath in as we breathe in. Let's clear some energies first. Actually, today being Thursday, let's clear. I don't have anything specific to clear. Let's see what we want to clear here. Let's clear the energies of fear in our universe. Anything that we're fearing in our future is going to block anything that's coming in. So let's clear the energies of fear today. Anything that we're worrying about, fear, worry, lack, those energies in general. Yeah, spring cleaning energies. Exactly. I like that, Suzette. Today's first day of spring. Congratulations and welcome. We made it through the dark winter. And if you're in America, it may be the last time you ever change your clocks as well. So we'll find out shortly. But I hear that's coming down the pipe so that we will be staying in spring forward. We won't go back to the standard time, which would be interesting. But we shall see for sure. But it'd be interesting in the wintertime if it's not the sun's not setting at 4:30 or 4:45 instead of setting at like 5 or like 6 o'clock, which would be nice, but we shall see. So take a deep breath in. We're going to release fear. So anytime we breathe out, as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe in the opposite of trust, right? Because if we're in fear, then we're not in trust in our universe. If we're in fear of something happening, if we have some sort of lack in our universe, or if we're just not seeing the bigger picture, then yeah, we're not in trust. And so breathe that in. Breathe in. When you breathe in, we're going to breathe in the trust in our universe. And as we breathe out, we release the fear, all the heavy energies, and anything that's been lacking in our universe, anything that just holds us down. Because really, we are the ones who hold ourselves down, and we do generally hold ourselves down based on old programming. And so we want to work, even if you're not releasing the programming, working around the programming by working to release the fears as well, generally can help. But so from your end, take a deep breath in. As we breathe in, we are breathing in trust. As we breathe out, we're breathing out fear, lack, anything that's not working in your universe that's been banging your head, right? All that kind of energy kind of spins around in the same. And if we're the source of our own energy, right? We're that spark. We're our own nuclear power plant, so to speak. So what kind of power do we want to put out? And where do we want to stand? I keep hearing the music is beautiful, like a symphony in music, like a beautiful symphony in my head. There you go, Millie. If you have clear audience there, then you're always generally hearing. If you have clear audio in some form or fashion, or audience, I don't know, then you generally are always hearing some sort of song in your head there. And like myself. But all right, so take a deep breath in. As we breathe in, we're going to cycle our breath. I like to call it box breathing because I say this every day, but if I'm in a box, I'm not going to breathe like normal, especially if somebody's like sitting on it or if it's taped, right? So yeah, and so cycle our breath. We hold it in for 4 seconds, and then we release for 4 seconds, and we breathe in for 4 seconds. But if you do that during the day, like if you can get conscious of your breath, right, and cycle your breath throughout the day, then you're living in a walking meditation at that point. As you start to cycle your breath, what happens? Your thoughts will slow down. Your blood pressure, if you had high blood pressure, for example, or if it's racing, will start to center up and slow down. Your cells will spread out and start to, this is true, if you don't have like a fluoroscope or anything to see it, but your cells would spread out and then they would, and start to relax. Your cortisol levels, if you do boxed or cycle breathing, your cortisol levels will actually start to drop. May not be significant depending on the stress in your universe, but any drop in cortisol levels is positive to your body. And of course, your heart rate as well slows down, and then your chakras start to break open as well. So if you can continuously monitor, it's not even monitoring. What happens is you fall into, it's almost like you're a meditative trance within yourself. If you can continue to cycle your breath throughout your day and just be in that space, it'll change your day. Your thoughts will slow down. The 65,000 estimated thoughts that we have will slow down. And so, yeah. And if you can do so, you'll actually begin to see gaps of thought in yourself, like just total silence. You're just like there. And Paul Selig would call that the upper room. Some would call that, your higher self, what have you. But at that point, that's the whole point is, really, there's nothing. Once you're there, you are in the source space that you are as source, and that's really the idea, is to be that walking, calm source energy, right? And then at that point, you can do anything. You're in your creative self. I have to go. Where you got to go? No, you're not allowed to leave. Sorry, Shelly, we're not letting you go. You have to stick. Sorry, but have a great day, Shelly. We love you. Have an awesome day. If you have to leave the show early for any reason. It's not early where you, maybe for Shelly actually, but most of you guys, it's actually early, almost afternoon. But liminal space is liminal space. Take care, Shelly. Chasing all my blues away. All right, so let's do some breathing. So breathe in with me then, and we're going to go ahead and as we breathe in again, we're going to clear the fear there, right? So and as we breathe out, we release that fear and lack and just. Fear is the underlying, but there's all kinds of energies. Fear is just one energy, but that's the like fear and hate. And then there's branches, thousands of branches of the fear. So if you're in anxiety or lack, that's all fear, right? Concern, Can be a version of fear as well. Not seeing the bigger picture, any of that. So we're going to release that as we breathe out. So breathe in the clearness and the possibility, right? And then breathe out the fear. Another simple technique, we're going to try this as well on the third breath here. So take one more, we're going to do a different technique. So breathe in, hold it, say hi to the common house finch on my patio, and breathe out. All right. So from your end, this time when we breathe in, we're going to breathe in, but when we breathe out, try to do something a little different. And you may feel it. We're going to dump into our heart chakra. It's the fastest way I know to literally dump into our heart chakra. Your heart chakra. There we go. English is fun, right? So from your end, if you lean forward and create like a smile, like right where your stomach and your rib cage, right there, and you'll create like a little smile and you lean forward. I'll do the technique once and then you can try it yourself. But so breathe in and you lean forward and you satisfied. And as you say satisfied, you kind of fall forward even more. As crazy as it sounds, you will roll into your heart chakra. You will dump a ton of cortisol. And for that exact moment, you may feel like a really big sense of peace. I once had a song in my head every day for 2 years. Luckily, I liked the song. There you go. Was it 1,000 bottles of beer on the wall? It's an ever-changing song. Did you get down to one and then go back to 1,000? All right. So take a deep breath in. When you lean forward, when you breathe out this time, lean forward. You don't have to physically say it. You can say it in your mind. If you can hear it, only 20% can say something in their mind and they don't hear it. Do keep that in mind. 20% of the planet has no sound, and like you can like read into yourself. I can't. You can't make a word in your brain, which is weird. No thought, right? So you can't think to yourself. So if that's your case, then say it out loud. But otherwise, when you satisfied and you say it, and you mean. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing, and this isn't my technique. I actually got this. I do believe I got this from Carrie K, if I'm correct. There isn't too much in the spiritual realm out there that we're all kind of handing things off, and that's how it works, right? So I think this came from Carrie K. So, anyways, take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and then lean forward and release your breath, and you can say out louder to yourself, satisfied. And if you watch, what happens is your energy will shift. You'll drop into your heart chakra. If you're not feeling peaceful at that moment, you certainly will be. And that's the quickest way I know to recenter myself and drop immediately. Touch of gray on the car radio. There you go. Ever silver lining has a touch of gray. And we definitely will survive. So from, get the box over here. So from your end then, let's do this one more time. So take a breath in. And we'll do the satisfied technique. So we lean forward, creating that smile right there from your chest and your stomach. Satisfied. And as you do it, you like sigh out. You can really shift. If you're in a space or not feeling grounded or centered, try that. It really does work. I've been using that for about a year, over a year. And it really does throw you into your heart chakra if you're not in space. And throw you into a better space there. But so all right. So let's clear the energies then of fear and lack in our universe. And we're going to bring somebody in. Somebody want to channel this. So let's see who comes in here. White buffalo calf woman. Are you not seeing the abundance in the grand universe? Are you not seeing all the fish in the sea? Are you not seeing your path laid out in front of you? If you are not seeing your path clearly and are having trouble walking your path and are in fear, are not seeing what you need to see, come to White Buffalo Calf Woman. Invoke me. Ask for White Buffalo Calf Woman to help you to see the path, to step out of the fear. We will invoke energies to release fear in our universe. Father Sky, Mother Earth, great waters, heavens above, and the ground below. May we find the balance within ourselves to walk our path without fear. May we release to Mother Gaia all that leaves us in fear, all that leaves us blocked, and all that leaves us feeling less. For you are the grand expression of Mother Nature. For you are the grand expression of Source Love. And for you are all the molecules of the waters, all the beautiful skies, and all the waves of grain flowing on your planet. You are the same energies as it all. We remove the fear that our universes will not turn out, a fear that we are separate, the fear that we are not worthy. White buffalo calf woman wants you to see, just as the earth is expansive and green and lush, so is your universe. You are only standing in a desert if you choose to. You can choose to stand at the top of the mountain and see forever. You can choose to stand at the edge of the sea and feel the expanse of the water. And you can choose to stand on the Great Plains and see for miles. Or you can climb into your cave of fear and only see in the dark. It is all your choice. Release those fears to your higher self. Release those fears to White Buffalo Calf Woman and see the path clear. Step into the path and be that path for yourself today. When the fears come in, see the expansiveness of your planet and ground into it. When the fears come in, see a brighter day. And when the fears come in, do not give them your time. Ask White Buffalo Calf Woman to show you the clear path. Ask White Buffalo Calf Woman to show you the sunny path. And ask yourself to walk it. All right. There we go. White Buffalo Calf Woman there asking you to find the sunny path there. But yeah, I love labradorite. All right, we're going to work with the labradorite here in a moment and then do a group hug here and close out. But yeah, so from your end, energy, White Buffalo Calf Woman there coming through. So drop the fear. She doesn't want you carrying any fear. And if you are in fear, realize you're just as abundant. You are the same energy. You contain all the same molecules as the oceans and the sea and the mountains itself. And so from that end, she's wanting to see herself in a higher light, for sure. See yourself with a bigger heart. All right, so let's work with the labradorite and then basically close her out here. Again, if you didn't just join us here in Mikau, good dawning. If you just joined us here, we did do an unboxing at the beginning here, so you might want to rewind and check that out, Chloe's crystals. But yeah, and we are really close, guys. If you want to donate to Chloe there, it is pinned in the, well, it's not pinned here, but it is on the community page. So please do consider a donation to her GoFundMe there. We are almost there, and yeah, actually, we're probably going to extend it so we can get her LLC in Wyoming. It's $200 for an LLC in Wyoming. But then you don't pay any tax. You got to love states that create tax havens, right? So yeah, do never open an LLC in any other state Generally, Texas isn't terrible, but yeah, otherwise you have to pay crazy tax. Now you pay no tax. I found some crystal blessing cards yesterday on Amazon for $4. Holy crystal blessing cards. Oh wow. For $4. Care Bear. Care Bear Scout. I'm gonna have to go check out Care Bear's page there. Maybe order those cards. I have to go back to watch the unboxing. It looks like all right. So we got the Labradorite. I think this is Ocean Jasper. The gigantic chunk of fluorite, and then yeah, that's all I got. And then the elephant in the room, and then Chloe's crystal pack here, which is the feng shui pack that they set up. So, and there's a mirror here too. So, mirror back what we can watch ourselves, watching ourselves. That would be interesting, right? You ever go? I'm gonna do one that we can do a mirrored show, right? Watching myself. All right. Labradorite. Labradorite's good for breaking open your third eye. It's good for connecting with spirit. It's good for keeping you grounded while you are channeling, for example. If you know Lee Harris energy, right? Lee Harris holds, when he channels, he holds a piece of raw labradorite in his hand. If you are ever considering doing mediumship channeling or otherwise, I would recommend getting some sort of labradorite in your frame when you're starting here. Just like if you're doing any sort of public speaking, having sodalite. I mean, I've used it, done this show 100 times without it, but to think we've almost done like 300 shows, crazy, over 300 shows. So yeah, almost 300 shows. But so yeah, we use the sodalite. There we go. Sodalite works for throat chakra, so keep that always as well. But yeah, if you're channeling or anything, a labradorite is the stone. It's that stone that you would want to get into the UFU space to channel and whatnot. All right, so energetics only works with your permission, and of course, your permission means that either you stick around, thumbs up, or what have you. If you do dive, certainly understandable, and I didn't expect these crazy instructions too. So if you guys are looking to balance out your house, apartment, the feng shui kit is cheaper than buying it individually. And this, yeah, we will get outside and figure out how to mount the mirror out at my front door. That should be interesting. All right. Thank you all for sticking around. And here we go. Let's see here. Definitely not the wasteland. I like your knife. Oh, here we go. Spyderco. And it's also made in so Spyderco should say Golden, Colorado, USA. So Spyderco World Headquarters is about 40 minutes from here, 35 minutes. So eventually, I've got a bunch of Spydercos. It's my favorite knife. Being ex-military, there was a time where I was into all that, and not so much anymore. But it was into all the pocket knives and all that stuff. But exactly, I'm not anymore. But I'm grateful to still have them. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really need any more. But eventually, I'll go over and check out the Spyderco factory. You can take a factory tour and then and see the outlet there and watch them bang out the CTS BD1 steel, which is a hybrid steel. I gotta get all the tape markings off of there, but yeah, thank you. All right, so here we go, guys. And from your end, if you want to ground anything in, I'll look at grounding in your psychic abilities more, grounding in channeling abilities, grounding in bringing in the ethereal as we work with this, and magic. Labradorite is a magical stone. You can see it as it sheens there, the side's a little more sheeny. You can see the sheen on it, so that's the magic of the Labrador. There we go. The magic of Labradorite itself. Viviani, good dawning. And so yeah, and of course, don't forget Viviani is live with John in the dawnings there, and she was with the ladies. If you didn't get a chance to check that out on Tuesday, there she was with the ladies, and of course, Val Dragonfly Crystals joined them as well. So all right, so here we go, guys. All right. Maybe I'm going to drop you an email, Viviani, and try to figure out when we can get you back on the channel here. So, all right. Oh, well, we did, but yeah. So then, all right. So this is the labradorite wand. Wand meaning it has two sides to it. So as I'm giving you energetics, it's also pointing the energy back at me too. So that's what happens with a double pointed wand or double terminated wand. All right. So yeah, we're gonna save the packing. I've got enough bubble wrap now. So if I need to ship something on the reverse, we got it. It's amazing how much Josh looks like a doctor or something when he does that. All right. Doctor Kate, no. You know what? You think that's funny though, Ben. Okay, so there's a woman, and I've not emailed her yet, but who has an email. Okay, so we have my email, which is J and my last name at gmail.com, right? Well, her name, she's a doctor, right? And her name is J dot my last name at gmail.com. And she's doctor. I didn't even complete college. So it's nice to open up I'll give you guys a story here. As we work with the labradorite. So before the Affordable Care Act, right? Remember the Obamacare, right? I used to get emails and she still had the same email address. I'm J, my last name at gmail.com. She, on the other hand, is J dot, we have the same last name. Her name's Jane, right? At gmail.com. So before COVID struck, or before before the Affordable Care Act, you used to be able to send gift cards and stuff, right? Take this medical survey, and here's your free gift card, or just here's a free gift card. Thank you for prescribing these drugs. There was all kinds of grifting and graft things you could do, right? But you can't do now. And so about once a week, I'd get an email, and I didn't even realize at the time that she was J dot, and so I didn't know where to return it. I just kept it. So I probably got like $300 or $400 worth of Amazon gift cards sent to my email to say, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's interesting to open up my email and see Dr. Kennel. You're right. It's like, what? I'm not a doctor, but yet, yeah, exactly. So I got to email her at some point and be like, yo, I open up my email and there's 40 emails to you because they don't put the dot in there, right? Or she forgets to put the dot when she tells somebody her email address. Always a lot of people don't understand a tool, not a weapon. My little Becca here love the heart, Josh. She just said, ooh, aw. Oh. Well, we have this one too. How about the elephant? Let's see if she likes the elephant. We'll hold this up. I love this elephant. It's stunning. All right. So yeah. Otherwise, guys, after this show, Krista will be live at the top of the hour, and then the following hour, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern time, 11 my time, and then I'll go dash. But I will be on the round table with Victor and Darren and maybe Ben Bacon Bits as well. And favor Ben that you're feeling well. And so we will be on the round table. I don't know what the discussion is or anything. But so join us. It's linked on the live chat side of my on the live there. So give it a check out. You can see it on my channel, Victor's channel. If Ben's there or Darren, you can go to any of those channels. And so at 11 Eastern or 11 my time or 1 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be on the panel with the round table there. And then I'll be door dashing until Truth Wave again, pretty much. And if I'll put it out here, if anybody knows of any remote jobs or anything, send them my way. Mr. Floyd's Universe, Mr. Floyd Channelings at gmail.com. There we go. All right. So with the labradorite, you should be feeling it's in your third eye. Basically, it's busts open all sorts of metaphysical stuff. So that's why labradorite's really good if you're channeling. If you go to a psychic convention, you can carry a piece of labradorite with you, but I'd also carry a piece of black onyx in the other pocket to balance out. Labradorite will drag you to the right magical tables. The black onyx will keep all those who are not magical, who are sitting in disguise. away from you, right? Because unfortunately or fortunately, there are, if you go to like a psychic fair and whatnot, there are energies that are not the greatest. And so if you ever go into a crowd, I always recommend carrying citrine and a piece of black onyx in your pocket, or black tourmaline, either one. The onyx will put a force field around you, so it's like get away to negative energies, and the tourmaline will eat the negative energies and won't keep people away, but it'll eat the negative energies. But of course, that's all based on your vibration, and and how much you put into that. But what part of Western New York? I lived in Western New York. I lived in Watertown, New York. All right, seal this off here. So Raven was just in front of me, leading the way. Car in front of me had Romeo on the car tech. Let's go, Spirit. All right. All right, guys, let's seal this off, and then we're going to close off with a group. Actually, you know what? We're going to seal this with the green. This is for green fluorite from abundance, right? All right, so we're going to seal this off, but we're going to seal that off with green fluorite, with the Chloe's green fluorite. As long as there's a point, and there's a point right there, we can use it. This thing's fire. It's heavy. We sell chunks of green fluorite in necklace form. The green fluorite chunk, it's about 1 inch by 2 inch, maybe 1 inch by 1 inch. It's $90. This was not $90. I can imagine trying to wear that. That wouldn't work. So we sell necklace size chunks. Think about that. You could pop off 500 necklace size chunks off of this guy. Watertown is an hour and change north of Syracuse, or just Alex Bay, south of Alex Bay. All right. Let's seal this off. There we go. All right. So hopefully everybody has an amazing Thor's Day today. And yeah, Care Bear guess D&D dice is a giveaway drug to Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I too need 100-sided. I want 100-sided dice. I don't know why. You always see like the character, like the one who's flipping coins, like should you live or die? You never see anybody roll like 100-sided dice. Like, let's see what the odds are if you live. Something like that, right? If I ever wrote like a horror film, the main character would have a bag of dice, like D&D dice. You'd roll the dice to see if you live. But I'm not writing a horror film in any form or fashion. And honestly, since the first horror type movie I saw was Faces of Death, back in the day, you could rent Faces of Death from the local video store, right? And so we skipped the horror films in high school, right? We went straight to Faces of Death. So it makes every other horror film look like nothing at that point. You don't get hard. You aren't horrified anymore because you watch Faces of Death. And it's like, well, you just killed it all. So I named one of my girls her middle name June, because that's my birth month and it was her due date. But she showed up in May. But I still kept June. Awesome. Oh my God, I totally remember. Yeah, Faces of Death Part 1 and Part 2, and then you get the guy who like parachutes into the alligator pit. It's like, and then the guy on the electric chair. So yeah, when you start renting videos like on your own when you're in high school, like freshman, sophomore, and it's like they allow you at freshman to rent Faces of Death. It's like you don't need any more. Friday the 13th, nothing. Hellraiser. You kind of kill the whole genre. It's like maybe psychologically, like watching Cujo or something, where he's like trapped in the car, because I'm a big like psychological thriller guy. But otherwise, yeah, it's like no. The only one Saw. If everybody ever saw Saw, the original Saw, after Faces of Death, that's the only other movie that like got me. Like or maybe watching Hostel the first time. If you ever watch Eli Roth's Hostel, I don't recommend it, but nonetheless, but yeah. If you've watched Faces of Death, there is no horror film that's going to do you any good except maybe watching the original Saw when he gets. I'm not going to end. If you've never seen the original Saw, you can realize it's a movie and step past the energetics of it. I spent a week walking around going at the end of that movie. After the end of that movie, but. All right, Faces of Death is real. Exactly. That's why. Right. It makes any other horror film at that point. It's like, well, you can't hold. No, sorry. Have a nice day. Neither am I. I'm not a horror fan at all. But high school. I haven't watched a horror film probably a decade. But no, I like comedies or drama. Character studies. There we go. Pumpkin. Friday the 13th. I was like, I'm with you on this. Yeah, I don't watch any of that energy anymore. But I don't even know how we got into that conversation. But let's close this out with a group hug here. And we've been, here we go, 55 minutes. Change, 55. All right, so we've been live for 55 minutes, 55 seconds. All right, me neither. I can't unstain my brain. Yeah, exactly. No, but... all right, so we're going to take a group hug here. So join us. And so left arm up onto the person to your left and the right arm up to the person to your right. And of course, wherever you do today, be awesome. All right, so we send love, right? We're sending the energy. And as we spin the energy around, so your arm's up on person to your left, arm up to your shoulders, person to your right. And we spin the energy around the circle here. All of us are in that big circle. And we're spinning the energy around. It's coming through out of your left hand, all the way around everybody, and it'll come back around in through your right hand and right through your heart chakra as we spin it up. That's like our energy that spins up faster and faster as we align more with source, right? We spin faster, we create more energetics, we create a bigger and more spinny, upward spinning toroidal field. We're sending our energy as it spins faster and faster, just like the greater source field, up into the greater source field. So we send that energy and we start lifting it up, and we lift it up into the greater source field. So as we keep spinning that energy throughout this, we're sending all this energy like a tornado, a reverse tornado, up into the greater source field. So we're sending all that love, all 20 of us are sending that love to everybody. And as we send that love, we see everybody on this planet without four walls, with a geodesic dome, right? You get more energy if you live in a geodesic dome than you do living with four angular walls, right? That's sometimes they feel like they're closing in. But a geodesic dome, on the other hand. So we see everybody in a healthy living situation with a roof over their head. How about that? And we see everybody in that healthy living situation with the ability to have fresh and clear water. So anybody who's going out to the river to grab water, we see them with fresh water on this planet. Of course, we see them. If you've seen that device that pulls water out of the air, right? The molecules of water straight out of you have to have humidity, of course, but straight out of the air. So we see everybody with the ability to get fresh and clean water without having to drag a jug or a wagon, the red wagon to the river there to haul water. We see everybody in their homes with food in their pantries. We see everybody with the ability to have fresh fruits, food, and vegetables. We see everybody with the ability to have fresh food in their fridge. And 40% of the planet has no refrigerator, and we see that solved. We see everybody who does not have the ability to get a hug, to have a hug. Those without love, find the ability to speak to somebody and get that hug that they have been looking for. We see everybody healthy and happy. We see those out there needing medical attention, receiving medical attention. We see those out there in our family healed. We see Rick completely healed. We see his markers. Amazing. We see Helene in her new and palatial apartment, trusting in her universe and in providing. We see Suzette getting in the car and driving away and taking a respite break, and her mother not unplugging the fridge or the turning off the heat or the air conditioner at random times. We see all those out there. We see Lindsay in her new place. Amazing. And we see her with her kids. We see anybody out there. We see blindly inspired, seeing 80% of her vision, right? Not 40%. And we see all those out there looking to create a better universe for themselves, finding it. We see myself creating a more abundant universe as well. I'm throwing it in there. And we see anybody struggling in any form or fashion in any way. Throw it in there, throw it up, and throw it into the energy because we see it healed, whatever it is for you. We see Mother Gaia clean, cleansed, with no forever plastics and no forever chemicals, right? All over. There should be no reason why there's more plastic, equal plastic on the top of this 14,000-foot mountain than there is on the ground, in the rivers, and there should be no plastics, period. And we see all of us living in unity, carrying the love for each other and to each other. We see this planet lifting each other up, and we see the soldiers of this planet putting down their weapons, apologizing to those that they would have shot without even introducing themselves first. It'd be better if we ought to have my name tags before we at least go to war. My name is, my children are, here's a picture of my wife. Try that first. Try to shoot somebody. Favor. We see the governments of the world apologizing for all the lies, all the corruption, and all the stealing they've done from everybody, returning the funds to everybody, dismantling their armies, and pledging to take care of their citizens in love and peace and allow for freedom. And we see this planet balanced in love and freedom and peace, and we see all of its inhabitants taking care of each other in love. We see all of us stepping into the highest humanity timeline, where it's all of love and peace, putting down our weapons, putting down our divisions, and actually seeing compassion on this planet. And for that, we say hallelujah, and so it be. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. And if you know any world leaders there, ask them to dismantle their armies today, right? And as you step out into your universe, right? What do you see today? Do you see love and peace? Do you see fear? Do you step into fear? If you see the fear, ask for peace. Step into the peace and release the fear. You create the energies of your universe. Remember, everything that you do, create your loving, living universe. If you are still in the darkness, as you release the darkness into the light and release your darkness out of your trauma body, your body releases the trauma, your cells spread out, you vibrate faster, and you create your loving, living universe in the light body. One instant weight loss program, drop your trauma. Watch what happens. Mr. Roboto. Domingo Regato, Mr. Roboto. All right, guys. Stay awesome because you are. At the top of the hour will be Krista. And then at the next hour will be myself, Victor, Darren, and I'm not sure if Ben's there, and whoever else might be there as well. The link is in the live on my channel here, so go ahead and click. If you can click that, notify, I'd be blessed. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next. And remember, you guys are awesome. Stay awesome. You look in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see fear, anger, frustration, or do you see love? Do you see a reflection of source of love coming right back at you? You are the love you've been looking for. Remember, anything you look for outside yourself, you push away. It's all inside yourself first. Once you find it inside yourself, then it can reflect back out in your universe. Laura, again, thank you for pointing out yesterday that I needed to rewatch that. I answer my own, sometimes you answer your own questions there, and trust. Thank you. All right, guys, stay awesome because you are. Love you all, and I will see you all in the next. Happy solstice, guys.